Okay, so hi, welcome back. Today we're doing a sketch of my OC Iris. It's a simple sketch, it isn't colored, but I might do a part two, which would be a colored version of the sketch. So basically, we start off with the head. I am not a professional, so don't take what I'm drawing as like professional like things to follow, but you can take tips if you see like a process or a step that you like. So I'm just starting with the head. I'm using a reference for this, so I'm not just going off of my imagination. Initially this drawing was supposed to be the no undo challenge, which is like to not use the undo button. So for most of it, it's just like me drawing straight, and then I made a mistake, and then I undid I was erasing. I was using like the eraser, and I was like, the eraser is basically like using the undo tool. So then I just gave up on the whole challenge and just made this into like a regular sketch video per se. I'm kind of struggling with the hands here. Like hands are just not my thing, but I liked how I just like winged it in the end. So, Iris is basically she's young, so she's like 100 years old in Vima years. In human years, she would be like about 14 or 15 years. She looks a lot more matured here because in Vima everyone is basically a lot more mature because their age is longer per se compared to like humans. When you look a certain way at 12 or 15 years old, the V-mans would look a certain way as well at that particular age. So she is Stalwalk, which is basically like the humans of Vima. So she's not like a human, but she's a Stalwalk. So like we don't have humans in Vima, we have Stalwalks instead. So that is what she is. She attends the academy with Carolina and Ahana, along with Coconut, which is my OC for the Draw This in Your Style at the moment. So currently I'm just fixing her face, more or less. I like her nose a lot. I like how she has like a very sharp pointed nose. Like all of the Stalwalks have like a very sharp pointed nose. And her lower lash line is very thick with eyelashes. There's also a Stalwalk feature, and the rounded ears. So most of my OCs have like elven ears, like very pointy, very round as in like mouse ears type. But for Stalwalks, they are like more human-like in physical appearances. In this like picture, she's in her school uniform, so she has her shirt and her hair is very modestly attired, and I don't know where she's looking, but she's looking somewhere. I low-key struggled with her hairstyle a lot. Like I didn't know if I wanted her to have bangs, but I wanted her to have a kind of like childish nature to her. So I went for this like bun on top, but then I was like I really wasn't feeling it. But I didn't know if I wanted to have like long hair or short hair at the same time. So I left it, and I'm just going to focus on the shirt itself. I find the color is a bit like long, so I think I'm gonna adjust that. So here I'm like literally disabling the undo, because like at this point in time I was still doing the no undo challenge, and then I was like I was like undoing by mistake, because it was like like a conscious decision, and I took off my undo button, and then I just gave up on the challenge. Like I think the next 5 minutes you'll see me just give up and just erasing a lot of stuff and just like redoing it. I'm just fixing her hands. for Iris color scheme, I want it to be very like youth like. So I might use like yellows and blues would be her thing. Well, that's what I'm envisioning for her. Like her character isn't really that planned out as yet. Like this is just a sketch. So hopefully once I color it, I'll know where to go. So I decided I was trying to like here I'm just erasing because I was like, yeah, if this I'm going to undo, and I wasn't sure on the hairstyle at this point, but I just like left it with short hair and her bangs in front without any like thing on top. I don't know, I find the hairpiece on top was just too extra. And here I am switching the hairstyle again. Like I'm really trying to make her look more young, but then inevitably the bob wins regardless. So I decided to add some glasses just to give her that feel, because she's like really smart and really intelligent, especially with just being 100 years old in Vima years, which is technically 14, 15 years old. She's really smart for her age. So as you can see, I flipped it and the drawing was completely different. And I was like in pain because I didn't flip it during the entire sketch. So I flipped it and I'm trying to just fix my mistakes, because at this point I'm not looking at my reference anymore because I already have my base done. So I'm just trying to like fix the flip and then I'll flip it back originally. Like the bottom half is fine, it's just the face was just something about it was triggering me. Yeah, this is supposed to be a frog on her shoulder, like this cute little frog companion she has. But it doesn't really look like a frog, but it's just a sketch. So I love it. So I flipped it back. I'm just trying to get her face correct. Like then again, this isn't line art or anything, so like when I get to line art, then I'll like take more time and do more details with it. And the rain is falling, so if you hear rain in the background, then that's alright. So I wasn't sure on the background. I just wanted to add something to just make the sketch look more lively and more like her. Maybe when I'm doing part 2, I'll do like the like my coloring process in depth, so like with the base colors. Like I love to use the blending mode, like the layers, so like color dodge, multiply, hue, saturation. I love to use those. So maybe when I'm doing the other part, I would like explain more as to what I'm doing. So basically this is like coming to the end of like the sketch. This is in the line art. Sometimes I use this and it goes straight to painting, or I would line it and then paint and then slowly remove the line art just so that I know what I'm working with and I'm not confused by the mix-up lines. But thanks for watching. Bye.